Oh, we live?
How y'all doing?
Oh yeah, we live.
We live.
Oh, hi, peoples.
We in there.
Hello.
We live.
What y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn.
Something about you and some friends?
Me and my people. Me and my people.
Me and my people meet you and your people, and then we can be people.
That's two completely different songs, but
That was the boy.
They share the same premise, no?
I mean, sure.
It was only after I had finished saying that lyric that I realized that it actually was in fact two different songs.
Yeah, that's true.
I was hoping that you didn't point that out. Like,
yeah, it's all good though. It's all good because you knew that. You just said it for content, right?
yes.
Yep. You just said it for content. That's all because you knew that.
Listen, see, B, the whip meat ain't completely burnt out. I had you.
All right.
Had you.
Yep, you just said that for content.
See now you go now Key's gonna get away with like two of those later for content. And you can't say nothing.
I can't. I'm not gonna even say nothing. And they're gonna be good too. Watch, they're gonna be some quality ones that I'm gonna be stewing, but it's fine.
Oh gosh.
Viva is in the building. Hey, Viva, I want to give a special shout out to Viva, one of my good buddies, and looks like a 13-year-old boy because...
Yeah, I did see it. My man's, it's gone.
Is this why I'm getting DM'd on Discord by Viva Ladan as we speak?
19 is generous, he says. I look 12.
12.
Yes, yeah. That's my, like, letting go. Like, I'll fix it up and all that, but this can never go.
Yeah, it's got to go. I've been holding. I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I forgot. And then I was supposed to do it this morning after the stream, and then I forgot. And then...
This is seeming to lean more on the side of negligence more than forgetfulness.
No, it's just I just forgot. Like I just forgot. I just forgot. So tonight,
you're going to forget?
No, possibly, but no, I'm trying not to. Trying not to.
Why you want to get rid of it? What's wrong with it? The stubble? You don't rock with the stubble?
No, I don't do this. I like the clean. I like the stash and the little. I don't even know what this joint's called. What's the chin joint called? Just the chin joint.
The goatee.
Man,
goatee. Is that what that is?
I think the goatee is like the entire thing, but that's
I think goatee you gotta have the mustache
and the situation.
Yeah,
that's a goatee.
I don't think the chin joint got a name.
Chin strap.
No, the chin strap is the cute from like way back.
Nah, that's this.
Yeah, the chin strap
when you make a line.
I wouldn't know because mine never connected. So I was like, "Yo, let me get the chin strap real quick." It, like right here, so I never got it.
Oh,
you have to do some funny money to make it look like it connected. And I wasn't about that.
Marker.
Yeah.
I had my hair colored once. I hated it. Never again. Ever again.
Like, fam, I'm gonna take my shirt off when I get to the house. The marker's gonna be all up on my shirt. The marker's gonna be streaked up on my face. I'm all set. Don't do that.
They like give you like this fresh line, and like I bet they take the little like credit card, like take a spray paint to your dome piece. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, nah, man, I'm all set.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, not for me. None for me. I've never had that.
One time. Remember Jerry?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jerry was like
amazing barber.
Oh, it's great.
What a barber, yo.
Yes, Jerry will do you right. Get
Best
you
barber I've
crispy.
had in my life.
But he got his hands on one of them guns, on one of them spray paint guns. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna do you right. I'm gonna do you up right."
No.
I got y'all.
I trusted Jerry. I'm like, "All right, Jerry, do me up."
Yeah.
And I got out the chair. I was like, "Jerry, what did you do to me?"
Jerry,
what did you do?
Jerry,
why?
You didn't have to do me like this, yo.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But
nah, man.
Never.
Yo, I was watching Why the Last Man today. Have y'all heard or seen that?
I haven't watched it yet. I got so many shows in my backlog. Like my backlog is worse than anyone's gaming log right now in this chat. Like between
like
us,
TV show or
Yeah,
like
TV shows, yeah.
general backlog.
TV shows and movies is backed up.
Yeah,
It's
me
backed
too.
up.
Kind of.
It's
Yeah.
bad right now. So I just watched the stuff that I can. But you know what? This is gonna trump everything today. Like it's literally on a day-to-day decision because.
Do you
It's
wait?
a
Do you
lot.
stick to it to completion, or do you just, or are you a variety watcher?
So it depends if
Oh,
I'm watching something by myself, if I'm watching something with my partner, or if I'm watching something while I'm with the baby. There's 3 completely different
Scenarios,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
if you're watching
I
something
feel
just
you.
for you, it's different. Like I can headphones on, cool, chill, watching something with the partner. We're on the couch, we're watching like the morning show, Ted Lasso, stuff like that. But if I'm watching something while the baby's around, it's something I can like 70%, 50% pay attention to. Like Black Clover, for some reason, that's been working while I'm like hanging out with the baby. So
no, that's something I would want to put 100 to, but
He said that's a full watch. I'm kind of good on Black Clover.
oh no, you said wait, what? I'm sorry, you said
You don't
Black
need a full
Clover. I
watch
was
for
no.
Black
I was thinking Black Mirror. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I finished all the Black Mirror.
Yes, that's why I'm like, hold
Black
on,
Mirror.
you have paid
Black
attention to Black
Mirror's
Mirror?
OP.
Hold on, yeah,
Black
too
Mirror is a
powerful.
variety TV show.
Yeah, too powerful.
Needs to pay attention to that.
Yeah, I like Black Mirror more than Tales from the Crypt. Way more.
Ooh,
Oh, they're
Way
comparable.
more.
they're
Well, yeah,
comparable.
they're
yeah,
episodic things, you know.
Mm,
Every episode.
I'm not
like
seeing.
yeah, Tales
I've
of the
not seen Black Mirror.
just those little creepy shows.
Yeah,
Episodes
creepy
like, oh
shorts.
yeah,
Yeah.
they went down to the basement and all the dolls came to life, and
Oh, I remember that one. The little
Remember
like
that one?
African dolls. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Good stuff.
I used to love
Like-
that movie.
Like
But
the stuff in Black Clover is scary, way more scary to me than thing because it's like
Black Mirror?
Black Mirror?
Yeah, because some of it's like believable, like it's gonna actually happen in our society, like right now. Like,
Yeah.
snap.
Yeah. And I was just about to say, oh, look, in about 40 some odd years, we're gonna be talking about these episodes like we just about to talk about the Twilight
could be.
Zone. Except
might could be. But Why the Last Man is a good show.
Yeah, it looks dope.
hit
I
me
never
with
read the comic. You read it though, right, Key?
Yeah, I read the whole thing. I love the comic. The comic is great. It's a 10. I think it's 10. Pretty sure it's 10 10
It's
trades.
like 10 issues? Oh, 10
10
trades.
trades. Yeah, 10 trades.
Oh, it's deep.
I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
to break that down for me again.
There's 6 issues in the trade.
Yeah.
And there's 10 trades.
There's singles, there's trades, and then there's the compendium.
The compendium.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's 10 trades. So yeah, there's about 60 issues of the comic book. I've not actually seen the single issue comic book. I've only had the trades. And it's a great read. But it's also a really good show as well.
Yeah.
We picked it back up after because it's on Hulu and it's like dropping every Monday or something like that.
Mhm,
So like since we couldn't binge it, we kind of fell off from it a little bit because what we do is we watch a show to completion. Like you want to watch the show, we'll just say the show because whatever the show is what we're watching at that time.
Yeah.
So we just watched that one show to completion. But since like that show it came out every like Monday or something like that.
Yeah, you couldn't just be like, let's
That's
go.
what we do.
But like in the between, we was watching another show. But it's like, all right, so do we stop watching the show that we're watching like every single day to watch the one show that's like whatever?
My life, bro.
It's a mess.
When I was
That's
like
why
watching something with the partner is a certain way. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like we're watching Ted Lasso, which was every Friday, but it's like, all right, but we have a couple moments, a couple nights of the week, you know. So it's all right. Well, what do we watch? We're caught up on Ted Lasso. We watch. So
In
we end up
between-
watching
in
something
between.
else. And then watching something else. So now, like we finished Made, all of Made. We binged it because it was a Netflix show. We binged that.
Yeah.
But now we're catching up on the morning show because we're a few episodes behind. So it's like, word, nice. Like we love when we're behind.
Wait, the morning show. What's the morning show?
It's Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon are the main characters. It's literally like Steve Carell's in it. It's like drama, cutthroat, like holding a mirror up to our society. Like right now, it's like a television network and what goes on behind the scenes. There's like the Me Too movement. It's mad
Yeah,
stuff. It's so dope.
You said the morning show. I'm thinking like
like Good Morning America.
Like,
no.
Good Morning America.
Yeah.
It's based on.
But it's based on that premise.
It's based on that.
That sounds like it is.
Good. Oh, it's cutthroat. Oh, it's good.
Sappy says, "I love Black Clover. Black Clover is good. I don't know. It's pretty good. I just couldn't.
If you're a mage, you'll like it. If you're like a mage at heart, if you're a mage at heart,
it's cool. Just throwing spells at each other. And then what's his name? Asta. He's the only one that got like the sword and is in the business, but like he just be yelling all the time. Like, I don't know, dude. I got up to like what I remember. I think they fought some like ice dude. I was
very early.
Yeah. They fought some like ice dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, like that was cool. And it showed somebody's lore, the backstory of one of the characters. I forget. It was like he was like, I guess like a side character or like a assistant, really strong guy. But like, I don't know. The show is just like,
it's like it's like one of those shows where like they like need team abilities. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like, you know how when on My Hero, when they go out on certain missions and they're in like groups of like 2 or 3 and they like have to use each other's abilities and strats and stuff to beat. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's that. Like, especially like I'm deep. I'm on like episode 100 and some change, like 125 or something like that.
Oh Lord.
So like, yo, the way they be using spatial magic to move people around and then all of a sudden like, so like you take Asta, he doesn't have any like magic. He doesn't have any magic ability, but he can be affected by magic. So like he has a guy on the team who can use spatial magic to literally ping him around. So they came up with a strat to have him go through multiple portals so he can gain speed while he's cutting through, slashing spells, knocking spells away. Oh, it was dope. Like it's a lot of stuff like that. Like,
yeah, that's cool.
Honestly, it's like watching a JRPG. Like they like coming together with their little spells like on the fly.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't hit it for me, man. It didn't hit for me. But I know people love it, and I
especially early on. I can definitely early on. It's like they're not like strong, like me. They're not even medium strong yet. So like besides Asta, it's kind of like all right. Yeah, like I was off and on with it at first too. I wasn't all in at first. It took me like 20 episodes, and I was like, I'm in. Yeah. Like once you learn all the different factions. And you start getting the lore. Like once you start getting into it, then you're into it.
Yeah. It didn't hit for me, but that's whatever. It's just, I guess.
I mean, you like 2 of the big 3, right?
They're not all home runs. What are the big 3? Wait, Black Clover is one of the big 3?
Well, what people are considering the new big 3 is My Hero, Demon Slayer, and Black Clover.
Ah, yeah. So My Hero, that's one, like the fight scenes aren't that great, but it's so good. Like the story and like
it's wholesome.
Even though the fight scenes it's not the greatest things, like you still feel they're still impactful if you're involved in the story.
Mm-hmm. Like it's mad inspiring. The show's mad inspiring.
Yeah. When I first saw what's his name? Bakugo versus Deku out of context, without knowing anything of the story, the first time he went 8%, and I was like, he just threw a kick. Like they just did mad stuff and he just threw a kick. But like after watching the whole show, I was like, oh my God, like
how horrible it was that you've been training along with him, watching the journey, that him being able to do that to him is crazy.
Yeah. It just felt different. So yeah, I like My Hero. And Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. I feel like that's the universal one. Like some people are like, I don't really like My Hero, but I like Black Clover. I don't really like Black Clover. Demon Slayer seems to be the universal. It's so good, bro.
It's not really hard to not like Demon Slayer.
It's hard to not like Demon Slayer.
That don't like Demon Slayer. I don't. I've yet to meet anybody. I'm sure they're out there, but I've yet.
Yeah, but I haven't met them yet.
Nah,
like even people that haven't watched the like, yo, that Demon Slayer animation looking crazy. Like everybody's screaming about it. It's good, man. Really,
Demon Slayer, dude. Yeah, it's looking mighty good. I mean, it is good, and the animations are so sick.
And the video game's fun.
Huh?
I said, and the video
game is fun. The game is good.
Yo, speaking,
I like it more than Ninja Storm, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, you like it more than they play similar, right? Or they're both arena fighters.
Similar,
right?
Yeah, like they're arena fighters by the same developer. Like they even have the same like
they're the same developer.
It's the same.
Yeah,
they literally have the same like.
Fam, it's the same game.
They have the same voice actor who does the battle stuff, like round 1 or fights over. It's literally the same.
So it's a reskin.
It's a reskin in a retool. They changed the way the tools work.
Yeah, that's it. They changed the color of the asset panels. They changed the voices, and then they put Demon Slayer characters in.
Yeah, and they made they limited certain things to where it's less of just like you waiting to get your substitution jutsu so you can go derp. It's more like rock paper scissors now. It's cool.
I had to learn that, and that's probably why I got away with some stuff because I
thought it was
it's a fair system. It didn't feel like that to me.
Well, yeah, it definitely had the rock paper scissors vibe,
but more like paper scissors is a wrap for you. Well, like scissors, well, all right.
It's
you know what?
Simpler, but being simpler makes it harder. It's hard to explain. Like you can't constantly substitution jutsu. Like you only get one.
Yeah.
So and when you use your substitution jutsu, it burns your whole substitution
your sub meter.
So you can't call for help, and you only get 2 calls for help. But if you burn the whole thing, you get no call, and it has to recharge.
Right? Yeah.
So it makes it way less you just stepping out and just taking massive risks because you can recover.
You could technically rebuild your substitution meter before, right?
It builds over time.
Yeah, it still builds over time, but it's slow.
I mean it still builds over time.
Yeah, yeah. Like substitution jutsu, you had like 4,
3.
Like you had like 3 or 4, and they would go away, but they would reach in. So you can use back. 2, and while you're beating somebody up, you get a 3rd, so you can keep swapping.
Yeah,
it's like, nah, bro. Oh, you use that? Get them. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. But you can still parry. You have pretty much unlimited parry, and the parry knocks your opponent away to give you space. It's cool. It's very, very cool.
Remember, you downloaded that game? You downloaded it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like you purchased it?
I bought it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my man's about to get a connection.
No, I was just asking questions. That's all.
He's about to connect.
I just wanted to see who owned, because we all got PS5s now. It's trying to lose track of who owns what now. So
I know.
That's
Sash Panda, thanks for coming into the podcast. What's going on?
We're just over here yammering, talk about our. I don't know what we was even talking about. We was talking about anime. We're over here video game podcast talk about anime. We brought it back to video games as we usually do.
That happens.
Yo, wait, I have to tell y'all this because I literally just seen this scrolling through the gram. Did y'all hear about the Spider-Man announcement? On Marvel's Avengers Spider-Man?
No,
my nephew was saying that he was the newest thing, and I was like, I only seen Black Panther. I haven't seen.
Right, yep. They have Black Panther. They have Hawkeye. Those are 2 new characters. But Spider-Man is the newest character in Marvel's Avengers. But Spider-Man is a PlayStation exclusive.
Right.
But Spider-Man has no content. He has no story quests, no nothing. He's just a playable character.
He's literally, he got moves.
They was like, we did that because they wanted to focus on basically why make content for something only a third of the player base will be able to play. Like they wanted to focus on making content for the characters that everybody can use and not just the exclusive characters. So that's why
I get their reasoning, but man, get a guy some.
I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like they should have some quests. Like
that's a sticky sentiment, man. That's like in an MMO. Like imagine it. Oh, we want to build a PvP. Oh, only a third of people are gonna use that. Let's not even bother.
Yeah, you gotta flush them out. You can't do that.
Give them some type of story, some type of something.
On the flip side, that's pretty messed up. That's only PlayStation members can do that. So yeah.
He's a Sony character.
He's a Sony character, so
Sony got the rights to that character.
But what's the name of that? Soul Calibur. You get Link. You get it not Dante? It was the dude from Halo.
Master Chief. Yeah, but those were
PlayStation has
understandable. Those are platform specific. And I forget
PlayStation was supposed to get Cloud, but they ended up getting Spawn.
Spawn.
No. Spawn got PlayStation got Heihachi. Xbox got Spawn. GameCube, Nintendo got
Link.
Of course.
Heihachi. But you see how they all had, those characters, and those characters
had stories in the quest.
They had their own lore, right? They had their own lore in each game. So like, just because it's just for PlayStation doesn't mean you don't gotta give them my man.
Okay, but in all 5 of those cases, the 4 in the previous game we just talked about, and this, what does Xbox have?
What does Xbox have? What do you mean?
Like with the this Spider-Man is Sony's, and last game Link is Nintendo, and Soul Calibur. Link is Nintendo's. Heihachi he's in Tekken.
I think Master Chief was in the game. No, wasn't Master Chief in the game, or am I tripping?
I'm sure he was in some game. I don't know if they were in a fighting game or not. I couldn't tell you.
I feel like Master Chief is in something. Maybe Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I feel like he's in something.
Master Chief might be in Mortal Kombat. I don't know why. Probably not. But I can see Master Chief in Mortal Kombat.
He's in something.
I don't know why.
That would make
sense to me.
Master Chief in Mortal Kombat.
Yo, can we get Master Chief in Mortal Kombat, please?
Listen, I petition for it. I'll kickstart it.
Oh my gosh.
That
is wild.
Yeah, people are begging for him in MK11, actually, if you type that in.
Wait, really?
Yeah. But this was last year before it even came out.
Have you guys, I got something to see if you guys have seen this. Have you guys seen Dragon Ball The Breakers? Did you guys see that?
Oh God. Oh my, yes, I watched that live.
Did y'all see that?
That sounds familiar.
Yo,
Dragon Ball.
So, yeah, I'll send you a link if you don't have it, Reese. Bro.
Oh,
it's
no.
You know what Dead by Daylight is? You played Dead by Daylight, right?
Yeah, we played a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. It's Dragon Ball Z Dead by Daylight, and it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It looks so fun.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. I can't.
Oh gosh.
I cannot. What is stop? Tell me this, okay? These is Humes, right?
I found it. I want to look at this.
These is Humes, right? Am I correct? We on planet Earth, right? What is stopping Cell from just like my man's got super speed. He can just like he's got the pew like with the rest of them, with the rest of them. So why can't he just pull up and just do them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is he playing hide and seek with these people? Like,
that is obviously like, all right, that part of it is obviously, he can just kill these people without
thinking,
But the thing is, Dead by Daylight, all these scary dudes, these villains or whatever, they're walkers. They have to, I'll go find you, whatever. Like, it's real. Like,
some of them teleport, bro.
Somebody teleport.
Some of them have quasi powers.
Some of them have powers. Yeah, they have like quasi powers and stuff. Yeah, one of them, it's like a witch doctor or something. She can leave a fake one, and you touch it, she can teleport to you and kill you. They got abilities in that game. They all got abilities.
You will get found.
Obviously not perfect Cell. That's crazy.
So what I'm trying. Okay, so my point is here that they just chose a bad universe of a video game to use for Dead by Daylight. It just doesn't. Yeah. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world.
I am so glad that Dragon Ball is doing something different than just the same, like another fighting game or another telling of the story again. Like, I'm so into them trying other stuff, and
I said that
this looks fun. Like, and what I'm reading in all the comments on YouTube is like, a lot of people are sharing that sentiment. A lot of people are like, I would play this. I would check this out. This looks fun. This looks cool.
Really? 'Cause I think it looks.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight definitely gets a lot of play still. Like, my nephews still play this game. They still play Dead by Daylight still. Like, it still has a massive amount of users. So I'm like, why not get into that space? Check it out. And then like,
they should have got into the battle royale space. It would have made more sense.
I mean, they still can.
They still can, yes, but
it would have been so much better as a battle royale game. Like, if they would have just took whatever team worked on this Dead by Daylight game, they should have just like took that team and had them work on a battle royale game, because that would have been popping. You throwing Kai Blast at people when you ain't got no straps. I'm just saying that would have been popping.
So 7 survivors versus Cell, basically.
Yeah, it's like 7. Like one of them's a pit. You gotta hide. I saw him hide like in a vase or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
It just happened. Oh yeah.
Oh, it just happened. Yeah.
I like how he starts off as just a little tiny raider, and as he catches them, he levels up. He starts off.
He becomes
like you don't start off like perfect Cell. You start off as like a little guy, and then you get the first level, then you get the second level when he eats the second android, and then it's perfect ultimate whatever. So.
Yep, he just. Yikes.
So that's your first time seeing this, Reese?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let us know what you think about it. Because it doesn't look graphically pleasing. It doesn't look, but
this game,
there's some fun here. I will check it out.
Yeah. Dumb, bro.
Dragon Quest with Dragon just running away from Cell.
Huh? Dragon Quest running away from Cell.
The illustrations.
Oh,
same artist.
He's very Dragon Quest
artist.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Same exact.
Right?
And
yo, I'm so over Toriyama art, dude.
But this is the most. It's hard to explain because we're so used to seeing Dragon Ball-esque characters under Dragon Quest. Now we're seeing the actual Dragon Ball characters in this style in a video game, which is weird to see.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But that was rather interesting to watch, honestly.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
He is not convinced.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, he hates this, but sign me up.
But I had fun with Dead by Daylight.
We watched it live. And yo, the whole chat was like, bro, throw this away. Like that's why I'm like, wow, I can't believe the chat said that. I mean, not the chat. Well, the YouTube comments. That's what I meant to say. The YouTube comments.
That they were on the fence with it, not necessarily throw it away.
The Champ of Chaos says, it's okay, Key. I'm on the fence. Yeah, that's a tosser for me.
Does this game cost money?
Does it is it free to play? I don't know.
That's the thing, right? A lot of people say if this is free or this is $29.99, sign me up. But imagine paying 60 bills for this. See, if this is 60 bills, I'm not getting.
Absolutely not. 40 bills, I'm not getting this.
Is Dead by Daylight free?
We got it free on the PSN, but I think it was $29 or $39.99 when it first came out.
Yeah,
it wasn't a $60 purchase.
From Mechanical Queen, yeah, that's a hard no for me, fam. If this does cost money, it definitely depends on how much it costs. $19.99 is probably the highest I would go. Free would be better, but
Game Pass, I can try it out. But
Game Pass,
available on Game Pass.
But that's my limit. Like that's as far as I go. Like Game Pass, and then that's it.
Yeah. What's the name of this game again?
Hello, he's interested. Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Dragon Ball The Breakers. Actually, Taekwon Mills is actually inquiring. So Dragon Ball The Breakers is what we was just inquiring. Just watch that video really quick. I never saw it before. Yeah. Key is absolutely trashing it. Some of our chat is on the fence.
So the Champ of Chaos, I feel that they will release multiple villains that will change how the style of game is. Like, right, just like Dead by Daylight.
That's what Dead by Daylight is. Yeah.
And a lot of people in the YouTube are saying the same thing. Like, yo, this is a cool concept, yada, 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 yada.
Cool. I can see it. Okay, yeah, you got Cell, and you got Frieza, and you got, who else you got? You got a whole cast.
You got the Boos. To work with. Literally, all of the Ginyu Force. You can just roll with this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like said, I just want to see a different style of Dragon Ball anime games in general. Yeah, me too, dude. Me too. I'm tired of seeing anime fighting games, honestly. I'm over it. Me personally, I would like to see some anime like action adventure or RPGs or something along those lines. But really anything other than fighting games, like sign me up. Let me see what you got.
Yeah. Same.
Like there's a game or anime called Black Lagoon, which I think would make a dope like action adventure like shooter third person shooter game.
Yeah.
Wait, Sword Art Online aren't fighting games. Why aren't you playing those?
They indeed are not fighting games.
I've not played Sword Art
Online. And there's like, I want to say there's like, oh, you haven't seen it. I thought you watched it at least.
No, I haven't watched it. I played Dot Hack though.
Which one? Because there's like 20 of those games too.
The first one is Sign, right?
Yeah.
Dot Hack Sign is the first one.
Sign is the first one. Yeah.
That's the only one I played too.
Yep. Dot Hack Sign.
And I was like,
a bunch of them.
We was having one of those.
Didn't like that game.
The post podcast convos, and I think Dot Hack came up previously. We was like, yo, how many games are in there? Whole half a Wikipedia page of games.
Zappy is asking if the story is short, but which he's talking about? Oh, Black Lagoon. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I haven't seen all of Black Lagoon.
Wasn't there an open world One Piece? Yeah, it's called World Seeker.
World Seeker. And I kind of want to get them. I'm going to hold you.
It looks interesting. Yeah, it looks interesting.
One
Piece know what it's like.
Has actually celebrated its 1,000th.
Oh, yep. I've seen some people.
Formal. Because there's been some confusion. But formal is 1,000th episode. And I'm like, yeesh. It might be time to actually.
Says, I got injured just to be home early to be here with y'all. Archiverse, please take care of yourself.
Sadly,
not injure yourself, but we are honored.
Lying.
Yes, we are honored.
Take care of yourself first.
Black Lagoon's only like 20 episodes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the short game. I mean, I feel like if you got a short story, then like you can put like some real work into all the aspects around it.
Yep.
I think
and whatever stuff didn't make the anime, like whatever's like, if there's a source material, you can go deeper into the sub characters as well.
Oh yeah, the main.
That's such a genius idea.
So much deeper into the sub characters in this now. Like Jesse's a whole character.
Yeah, we learned that she's a singer and stuff.
You learned a lot about that, and it was cool. Like you can do a lot of stuff with a short story. Like your game doesn't have to be 45 hours. Like it could be a really good 10. It could be an amazing.
It could be a really good 12 minutes.
An amazing two.
An amazing two.
$5.
Undertale is if you beat it all 3 ways, that's like a 5-hour game. Best 5 hours you could have. Yeah.
Yeah, you can beat it in 2 hours or one run. Less than that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
But like 100% is at most like 5 hours. Amazing game.
Taekwon says, who says the game got to be based off the episodes? Why not make an original story in that universe? How do y'all feel about that? About them going off and just making their own complete story?
I'm totally fine with that as long like I always bring up Lost Legacy in the Uncharted series. Like if your world is that good and your game engine or whatever is that good, you can do some things. Like you don't need the main character from the previous set if your world is that hot. If you did it that well.
I think it doesn't even. I don't think the main character, like how do I say? It doesn't even have to not include the main character, like the Dragon Ball Z. What's the name of that? The Broly movie.
Mm-hmm.
How it's like a separate story from it's canon, but it's separate story from the rest of it. Like it doesn't follow in continuance of any of the regular of the episodes, but it's like an offside story based. It's a side story, like the My Hero movies. They're like side stories, right?
Yeah, they're side stories, and they make an ode to them during the show, but they're side stories.
But they're side stories, yeah. So those like original stories. Oh, even Square Enix did it with it might be Squaresoft. I'm not 100% sure. With Full Metal Alchemist, the Full Metal Alchemist RPA is
Yeah, it was a good game.
The role play it's an action. I'm sorry. ARPG is so good. It's such a good game.
It was I remember you guys.
Oh wait. I see Reese Googling. Did you not know about this?
He didn't know.
Wow.
Oh, he forgot about
it. I'm over here fixing stuff over the back. Oh, he's Googling. But put me on blast. That's wild.
It's okay if you didn't know.
No, I did not know. I'll say it myself. I didn't know, but that's not what I was Googling. My guy. Was that was it a PSP game? I do remember it being
PS2 game.
Ooh.
PS2, yeah.
1 and 2. Yep, PS2. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Those were good. Like
they were
again, like you could do those types of games. Like you don't have to just make arena fighting games.
Yes.
But now, do those games do well in Japan?
I mean, they keep bringing them out, so I'm gonna say
making them,
I'm gonna say they must be, because You're not going to keep churning out failures or mid-tier games.
Are you asking if non-fighting anime games do well in Japan?
No. If the fighting
games do well over
otherwise,
there.
why would they stop? If they're making a killing there,
True. Yeah, that's frustrating.
I'm not saying they won't try Dragon Ball The Breakers. I'm glad they're trying other stuff, but those fighting games are still going to be made if they're doing well. I don't know how they're doing, but for them to keep churning them out, they must be bringing in some returns for them.
Yeah. People just love their like fighting and like, dude, Zoids had an RPG for Game Boy Advance that was pretty good, dude. It was fun. I actually had J Negative Gaming play the game and he enjoyed it. He was like a little bothered by it at first, but once he understood the game and how it works or whatever, he was like, yo, this is actually pretty good. It's like Armored Core-ish, but RPG on a GBA, you know? But a Zoids game. Now, if you look at Zoids games coming out, what are they? They're fighting games. It's a little
want to know why they got scared off by the not so much success of Armored Core anymore. Nobody wants to play mecha games, but they'll still play fighting games.
Armored Core is a fighting game in itself, though. The original Zoids game for GBA, well, it's the first one I know about. Zoids Legacy was an RPG.
No, I didn't play any of the Zoids titles, so I don't know. But that is kind of messed up. All these fighting games, and then now this game's gonna come out, and look at the reaction it's getting now. We're kind of,
bro. You remember Front Mission?
Yes,
I've never played Front Mission.
Amazing game. Front Mission, like Square Enix
made.
Yeah, it's an RPG with mechas. Like, it's dope. It's amazing. They made like 4 of them before. I don't know. Mecha's not hot over here.
Front Mission is on like 6 or something like that.
Mechanical Queen says, I think fighting games are easy to make and low budget compared to other genres. If you have a fighting game engine, slap different anime skins over it, and bam, new game, little dev time and effort, which we was just saying about Demon Slayer and
Naruto.
Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
I literally said that.
They literally retooled the game. It's the same game, same engine, whatever. They retooled it. They made it look prettier. The load times are super fast because it's on next gen, but that's really it. It's very similar. Like it's literally what you just said. Same game with different skin. They polished up the graphics to make Demon Slayer because Demon Slayer looks better than Naruto. Deal with it. It's true. And yeah, that's what it is.
Well, I mean,
sometimes they do that stuff to make other stuff, right? We got Scarlet Nexus.
If it sells, if it ain't broken, don't fix it because people keep buying it. Apparently, you know what I mean?
Like sometimes you got to make things to pay the bills. It seems for some of these bigger companies, like there's always a Call of Duty, there's always an Arena Fighter, there's always whatever to pay the bills, and you take chances on other stuff.
Front Mission. Wait. Look at it really quick because I was curious myself. So on average, because this isn't the exact science. So from 1995 to 2010, on average, they released a game a year because that's 15 years. They released 15 games.
Wow, there's a lot of Front Mission games.
Between 2011 and 2019, they released 1 game.
Wow. So that whole genre kind of just died.
Just goes to show you, man. The genre
Armored Core 5 came out in 2013. It's about to be 10 years. Like nobody wants it. Mass Builder came out, I want to say 19. It's still in like alpha beta because they don't know if they even want to bring the game out.
Dude, but Mass Builder got a lot going. That's an ambitious project. Y'all, you can spend like
pretty huge
an hour plus just building your Gundam.
I did that.
Ain't long enough.
That's not long enough.
Cool.
And I did that.
We need more options.
Have you seen Mass Builder B?
Yeah, I watched you play some.
Crazy.
Yeah, they go way deeper than I've seen in Armored Core, but
I could not. If I saw something like that,
like let me change the thrust and the suspension on my legs, bro. Let me change that.
And then you got to pick a color for it. Yo, I'm just gonna build Gundams that I already know exist because if I try to come up with my own, I'm gonna be there for
that's
days.
A thing. There's a subreddit.
Do that.
And they're like, G Gundam or Wing Zero. They do that.
Dark made Barbados from Iron Blood Orphans.
From IBO, yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors Gundam was pretty legit fun too. I almost got that game because I was a Dynasty Warriors fan for a long time.
I was a Dynasty Warriors fan when I was younger, and then they just was all right. It's the same game over and over and over. So I stopped.
Yeah, from like 3 to 8 was the same game.
We saw the Gundam one. Me and Emrod was like, we playing that. We played that. We had fun with that. I didn't beat it. We had fun with that. Oh, absolutely.
I was watching KJ play Samurai Warriors. I think 5 is the one that just came out or something like that. And he was like, I don't know. He was just like walking. I think he had a guy with like a spear or spear. And he would just like lifting like 30 dudes by doing whirlwind swings. And I'm like, what is this game?
Yes, this is so bad, but it's so good.
Yes.
It's so good. Yeah, that's Dynasty Warriors 3 through 8. Samurai Warriors. That was around the time when they had all those games out. Hyrule Warriors.
No,
the Gundam
the Hyrule one is
the Hyrule one is fun as hell too. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know about. You guys have played that game, the Hyrule Warriors one?
No. I've only watched people play it.
I've only watched people play it.
I didn't play it myself. But I mean,
I want to know.
Yeah, it's Dynasty Warriors. Yeah.
And they team up. They got little like
it's
AoE
so
abilities. It's hot.
But there was still Dynasty Warriors.
There was one Zelda game. Okay, what Zelda game? What is it called? That Dynasty Warriors Zelda game? Because there's two ones. There's two like offshoot Zelda games that just came out, right? Relatively recently.
I think there's Hyrule Warriors,
and then
Age
of Calamity 2, right? Just came out, and that's the one.
Of them.
That's the hack and slash one. That's kind of sort of related to
Edge of Calamity. That's the one I saw. Edge of Calamity looked cool. Edge of Calamity looked like it just looked cool, like an ARPG or something like that, like an action adventure. Link stab. But you use different characters in that game too.
Yeah.
Like it's some characters I've never seen before.
Yeah, they're from the Breath of the Wild world. They're from that.
Yeah, so Hyrule Warriors is the original one, and then Age of Calamity is the one that just released, which is collected to Breath of the Wild. Yes.
Got it.
It's
like 100 years. It's 100 years before the events.
Yeah. Before the events of Breath of the Wild. Yep. I'm like, I believe it was a predecessor. Yeah, man. Games within worlds thing.
And you're playing Nier right now, and then the whole Neo Drakengard conversation came up again.
The whole Drakengard thing is crazy.
Wait, you guys discussed it?
Yes. So they're only connected. Like we looked it up so we can actually get it all. They're only connected because the events of Drakengard created another dimension, another universe, and that universe is Nier. So they're not like lore, like what happened in Drakengard is not directly connected.
Right.
But the events of Drakengard allow them to exist. That's how they existed.
But that's only a specific ending of one of the Drakengard's games, right? It's not.
Well, yeah, but that ending is the ending. Like
that's the canon ending. Like, okay, got it. Okay.
That created the universe that spawned thing, bro. That's just a mechanic for them to be like, oh, you kind of know this world, so come buy this game.
We made a new world by our game.
Like, they have nothing to do with each other, really.
But Neo and Nier are connected, right?
Neo?
Nioh. Neo is connected to Nier, isn't it? Or no?
Not that I know of.
I don't know. I thought that's another relation I heard too.
Oh yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
Neo was connected to Nier.
It's news to me. It could be. I have no idea. But
I won't be finding out either. I'm not too. I was telling B earlier. There's certain lores that I'm not really interested in. I'm not going to bother chasing. And it just depends on the game and how I feel about it. With other game entrants in the world, anything like that.
Yeah, like in Worlds of Worlds, like all right. So today, I played a ton of that new Ruined King, Airship Syndicate. That's the League of Legends JRPG I've been waiting for to come out. And I'm not a League guy. Like I know of League. I've watched tournaments of League, but I don't know the characters like that. I haven't put in hours on League. I'm not that guy. But man, this game is fire, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
Played a minute of a League. I don't probably intend on ever playing a minute of League. I don't even like that game.
You don't like League?
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of MOBAs, to be honest with you. Smite got away with it because it gave us a different view, like actually surviving the game.
Mm-hmm.
So my disinterest in League was like, you know what? I'm never gonna know anything about it. So this game kind of is like my entry into that world, because I don't have another means into it. I'm not gonna play their MOBA, and I'm actually really interested in some of the characters in this game while I was watching B play.
And B, you love this game.
Oh, it's hot, man. I can go on and on and on about this thing. It's got a lot of cool systems.
Have at it, because this
game is deep.
Mechanical Queen is asking if it follows Misfortune. Is Misfortune a character in League of Legends?
It follows Misfortune. Mm-hmm. Yes, it does. Yeah.
So yeah,
Misfortune's a girl. So I played like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Huh?
No, I was saying I have no idea who Misfortune is. That's probably one of like the main heroes in the.
She's the main character, right, with the pistols.
Yeah, she's beloved. Yeah, she's definitely beloved in the community, from what I was told by Toad Sage. Toad Sage is our group's League of Legends of aficionado. Mm-hmm. He goes to the tournaments in person, bro. He goes
to tournaments.
What?
Oh yeah, League lore.
Hours into League. Hours into
I did not know he goes to
we were playing Smite. He was like, nah, that ain't League.
that ain't League.
That ain't League. So, I'm really into the way they tell the story in the game. It's very old school JRPG. Like it's very like, you're walking around, you're going into people's houses, taking their stuff out of their treasure chests and all that crap. Like very old school, like walking around and all that stuff. The storytelling is very like Bravely Default 2, like all the characters are sitting there on the screen, but then when they talk to each other, or they're talking to people in the world, you see their
one thing I didn't like. It's just their picture too. It's just the mouths don't. It's just literally a picture. The mouths don't move or anything. It's just pictures and text and voice acting, which is I thought it was really weird.
Yeah, it's very old school in that regard. I don't mind them doing that with just the one face and the one face and the one face and the one face. I didn't like what Scarlet Nexus did with the weird
comic book cutout things.
It looked horrible. They were putting them on top of each other and flashing. It was bad.
There was a lot going on.
And I love that when they always give you the lore, the backstories of the main characters in the game. So that way you're not like lost. Like if you don't know anything about League, it doesn't matter. You can just play this game. Like it's so new entrant worthy. It's so like welcoming. Like it's accessible to people who don't know anything about this world, but like JRPGs.
Yeah, because I was half expecting an info dump. Like, oh yeah, Misfortune. Yo, learn about her. And I did learn about her, but it wasn't an encyclopedia's worth. It was a little snippet that's going to be relevant to what you're about to experience coming forward. Or
they could have just left you completely in the dark and you just had to, and they like, everybody knows what's going on. Like everybody knows each other because they're part of a lore, a world already. They could have just left you in the dark like that. Like Witcher 3.
Oh man, I hate that feeling though, and it kind of takes me out. But
being left out? Like everybody knows each other.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, the thing about Witcher 3 is like that's the third thing of the story, right. And this some of these characters don't even know each other. Like, they never met. Like they just
yeah.
Like two of them know each other and they have their differences, but like so far, the rest of them are
the
like,
rest
who
of
are
them
you?
Like, yo.
Yeah,
in one of the fights, homeboy just literally just came up in the middle of a fight. It was like, yo. It was
the fighting thing is cool. Changing lanes, like they actually put like the MOBA thing in the battle system itself. Like where you got to change lanes. You got what is it? The speed.
So yeah, it's a combination of systems. This is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. It reminded me a lot of Grandia 2, Star Renegades.
Literally have that written down.
Yeah. So reminded y'all of Grandia 2, reminded me of Star Renegades, things like that. So for those that aren't familiar,
Star Renegade.
You see me play that
game. I've been watching Reese play. I don't know if
like really gritty pixel art game. It's an RPG also. This is like the timeline. You see me choosing the moves and the figures move on the timeline. Things like you didn't see that?
I don't think I've seen this.
I'll show you. I can show you after to see if you've seen it. But yeah, similar to this game, there's a timeline at the bottom of the screen which shows you the
initiative bar.
Initial order of events. There are two types of actions: instance and
I've seen this.
Lane abilities. So instance obviously happen instantly before anything happens on the board. And then you have lane abilities. And like Key and B said, there are 3 lanes. There's the neutral one where abilities will take their normal time, perform their normal damage. There's the quick lane, which does your attacks faster, weaker. There's the power lane, right? Does your attack...
the speed lane is the shorter lane.
Mm-hmm. And
like
then
where you do things quicker
but weaker.
Your cast time is shorter, but the damage or the whatever the effect is weaker.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the default lane, and then and then there's the power lane, which the cast times are longer but they do more
stronger.
Damage.
Yeah.
And then there's hazards, boons, and wild cards. So hazards are the things that show up on the initiation bar, on the initiative bar, right? Yeah, like on the initiative timeline. And if your characters end up in its range inside of its AoE on the timeline, when it's that thing's turn, you get affected by it. It could be poison, it could be healing, it could be, if it's hazard, it's usually a debuff. Then there's the boons, which are positives, and they only affect you. So hazards only help the enemy, boons only help you. Wild cards affect
either.
Dude,
everyone. Yeah.
The enemy was on the hazard. We was both on the hazard when it was I can't believe the hazard gets a turn. That's kind of hilarious. But when it was the hazard's turn, we were both in there, but I was the only one to get injured. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Like, what is going on here? Do they have like some kind of buff against it?
Are you sure he was in it, or was he like on the border of it?
No, he was in it. We was both in it.
Okay.
It's a hazard. It only affects you.
Yeah. Oh, if it's a hazard, it's only you. Yeah.
If it's a hazard, it's a negative thing for you. If it's a boon, it's a positive thing for you. If it's a wild card, everyone gets affected. So when it's deep, and the battle system is it's very intuitive. It's very deep.
Yeah, you can't just go in there and be like, oh yeah, let me just smack you with my hardest abilities as fast as I can or whatever.
You can't do that. And then there's so your enemies get abilities, and they get passives and actives and things. But certain times when they use passives, like one of them has a passive where upon death, a bomb goes off and it does poison damage to your whole team. The only way to get rid of it is to attack them with a lane ability on the speed lane to dispel them. So if you forget, they blow up and they do a bunch of damage. Like, so you got to be mindful of, oh snap, I got to get this person off this ability, but it's on the power lane. That's going to set this turn way back, but I can't let them get that. It's the stratting is deep. You got to plan turns ahead if you really want to. You got to plan turns ahead. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, these fights are like minutes minimum. You know how RPGs they're like seconds. Like, I like that.
Another thing I found interesting about this game, you can play it completely with one hand, just using your mouse.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I play. What you call it? Wasteland 3, one hand.
Oh yeah, you just one hand. Yeah,
That's how I played Bravely Default too.
It was telling me. Yeah, that's crazy. But it was telling me to use WASD, and I was like, this game, everything you control everything with the mouse. I'm wondering. So I left click, and I was like, yep, it has point click movement. I was like, yep. You can I was just chilling back like this, just playing with one hand.
You can hold them both to run. If you hold the 2 buttons down, it's got the mouse movement, and you'll just run.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can just follow along. It's good.
I didn't know you can run.
Man, B is in love with mouse movement.
Oh my God.
He won't let it go.
Well, I will not let it go. I will not let it go. No, it's so good. Shout out to Tony USP for getting me hip via Final Fantasy 14. Since then, I have let go of I don't like point to click games. Oh my God. Like, bro, it's good. It's good.
So every point and click game has mouse movement?
No, like
not necessarily, but
I think that's the wrong word. But like the games like Divinity Original Sin and Baldur's Gate 3, like where you can
have to click to go to move.
Yeah.
Eternal Return, like stuff like that. On PC, I'm cool with those. I'm all day with those. Don't let me have to do that on console, please.
Oh boy, I gotta move my analog to a point in the world to press X to get you to move to have to move again.
No, that's what I'm asking though. For every game that where you like click a location and they move there, they have the thing where you can just push the button and they auto go.
Not necessarily.
Most of them do. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. Like 14 had it when I played.
Yeah.
That Magic the Gathering ARPG thing. They had mouse movement. Like a lot of the newer games.
Oh no! I missed that
Dude,
game,
you got me
man.
You put the auto run on the mouse roll. You just click it. Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's like
you just booming. You just go. Do your thing, player. Do your thing, player.
Do your thing. Wow.
Yo, you can just direct him, and he's going straight while you doing something else. Oh, it's
I'm playing New World, vibing. He's just moving. He's going to the location he needs to be at. Bet. Yo.
Another thing about this game that's a shout out to old school JRPGs is the dungeons. So when you're in a dungeon, you have passive ability and you have ability.
You have a dungeon ability.
So basically you have dungeon abilities like the Wild Arm series or the Golden Sun series. Like you have abilities to use and they can help you traverse the terrain with the puzzles.
It's so sick.
All of that. This game got all of that.
It's slowly doing what Yakuza did, because one thing that B raves about Yakuza is that it touches on a lot of tropes that we grew up with that we don't really see in games anymore. And this game is doing that, like slowly but surely.
One thing I love about Yakuza is the graphical decision that they did. It's like the modern it's GTA, realism. You know what I'm saying? It's modern realism, darker tones, but it's a JRPG. Oh man, I love that.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is the best JRPG I've played in since Persona 5. So whenever Persona 5 came out, since then, there hasn't been one to me that is that good. I think a close second would be maybe BD2 this year as well. But like, they don't really grab my attention like they used to. And Yakuza is up there. And this Ruined King is definitely, I am sold. Like, this game's about to jump a couple other games on my list. It's about to jump some games. Like, I'm sorry, other games, but it's about to jump.
I'm sorry, other games.
I'm gonna finish Nier because Nier is special. I gotta finish that.
Yeah, you kind of have to finish that.
Alex Sappy. See, I'm with Alex Sappy right now. Alex Sappy says, not gonna lie, SMT5 has taken my soul today. Yeah, SMT5 is I became SMT5 just made me a major fan of the series. But
I completely stopped playing Arise, he says. And we all see what Arise looks like. So that's kind of crazy.
Arise is amazing. You know what's crazy though, too, is the fact that Tales of Arise is like ARPG-ish. Like once you get into like that cutscene battle or whatever, that splash screen, you get into like this ARPG type battle system. But just playing SMT5, it just feels better. Like once you get into that battle, even though it's turn-based, the strategy, the difficulty, the strategy, everything about it is just so good, so much fun.
DK's with a good question. Do you think that you like RPGs the same or less as an adult, considering time constraints due to having two adults?
RPGs as a whole, no. I still very much love RPGs.
Yeah, same.
Probably love them more now just because like
I could play them and not be bad.
That's you get out of my head, dude.
Get
out of my head. Yes. Back then I got stuck. Like I played Chrono Trigger way back when, and I got stuck on the boss at the top of a mountain, and it like used one hand to I think heal itself and one hand for like lightning or fire, something like that. I got stuck. But now I beat it first try or second try or something like that as an adult. So yeah.
Yeah. It's my love for the RPG realm is only grown. Like, it's so vast. Like, that space is so vast right now. Like like the traditional JRPG might be in its weird limbo, but RPGs as a whole are just skyrocketing. Like almost every game has RPG elements in it right now. Like
absolutely
everything is like
and
so good.
As a matter of fact, when I was playing Legend of Zelda, I was bummed that there was no RPG elements in the game. I was like, yo, there's no incentive for me to go around fighting these enemies. Like, I'm just running away from enemies. Like, what's the point? I was like, yo. So, like, no, I don't think RPGs for me personally are going anywhere.
RPGs is still massive. Now, when I say RPG, a lot of people only see like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy, and I'm like, there's the Yakuzas and there's
RPGs have expanded.
There's Elder Scrolls,
Dragon's Dogma. Like, there's a bunch. There's a plethora
of stuff. Outer Worlds. Like there's a lot of stuff that like I'm very excited about. Like I still love my old JRPGs. Like I'm giddy about this Ruined King. Like Ruined King could have come out in '99. Like it's literally that. It could have. But like I'm very forward thinking in my RPGs. I'm loving to see what all these new things that are happening, like the Tales of Arise, the Final Fantasy 7 Rs. Like I'm very excited for that stuff. Like that stuff I'm more excited for that stuff than I am old stuff. But RPGs as a whole is always up there, way up there.
Being
an
no
adult
way.
or having less time to play them doesn't. Honestly, my heart grows fonder because I have less time to play them. I can't wait to play them. Like, yes.
Now,
KJ, thank you for giving a sub to Mechanical Queen.
Appreciate you.
Speaking of Mechanical Queen, they did touch on the fact that, yes, as an adult, we can't 100% anymore, which is kind of we did have
honestly,
our time.
That's never affected me because I've never platinumed any game in my life.
He never platted a game. B platted a game. You know, occasionally, if it touches the right nerve for him, he'll plat it. And the same kind of applies to me. Like if you're not asking for too much, if you're not asking me to jump rope 1,000 times or anything like that, then yeah, we can give it a try.
Right.
I remember when he was playing what's the name that Lord of the Rings game?
Mandatory Shadow of Mordor.
Dude, he was spamming that game. He came out of his room. He's like, I got to platinum this. I'm platinum this. Oh, I got to platinum this.
Yeah, some games, bro. You be playing them, and I be like, I need to.
He's like, I'm gonna platinum this game.
Either the gameplay or the story. If the gameplay and story are like A tier or above in my whatever weird wild brain, if they are A above. And I'm probably going to plat the game unless the trophies are asinine. Yeah. I'm reading your trophies before I do it. I don't care. Like, I'm reading the trophies.
Yo, beat these 4 bosses in order without taking damage while your screen is inverted 180 degrees with the controller at 2% or less.
The Champ of Chaos says you gain a better understanding and respect for what happens in an RPG as an adult that you didn't as a kid. For sure.
This is true.
Yeah. Definitely. Because they're spewing like these like worldly real life problems, issues at you sometimes, and you don't even know what is. You kind of just like as a kid, just like, yeah, when do I fight the boss? Like you don't really know what's the real. You can't really grasp the concept of what actually is going on.
Yeah, like there's some things that definitely went over my head as a kid. Like I was very connected to the stories. Like I don't know, I've been through a lot of crap, so I was really like, I was able to like connect to a lot of characters for a lot of like of the darker tones or whatever, but not like now. Like now it's a completely different story. Like I'm in.
Like, I mean, even though it's not even an RPG, like I couldn't imagine y'all playing Metal Gear back then. Like, did y'all really know what was going on in that game? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
100% locked in.
You knew what was going on in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
At the end of 2,
all into that.
Like the end of 2, like opened my brain. Like it opened my horizons. Like it made me want to go read and find out more. Like it was like this realization of self. Like, oh, there's more to life than just doing whatever everybody else is doing. And but like so much more. Oh, yeah.
I barely understood what was going on when I played. And I played those games last year, bro. Like that's different. That's different.
Champ said, yeah, I know what I was doing. I saw an exclamation point and I ran. Like, that's what you do in Metal Gear games.
Well, like the story elements. Yeah, no, I was all in, man. Like I played Metal Gear 1 like a couple years after it came out. So it came out in 98. So I probably played it like
as a young teen.
2000. Yeah. So I was like 11. And then when I played 2, I was like 13, 12, 13. So like by then it was already crazy. So being able to escape into that game and learn so much, I don't know, dude, like games and TV and stuff like raised me for the most part. So like, bro, like I learned a lot of my morals and all that stuff from games.
Mechanical Queen is on the same energy as me. I played MGS for the first time this year, and I highly doubt Kid Me would have grasped 60% of what was actually happening in the plot. Yeah, that was me. That was me when I played it last year, dude. Like I was just like, what? Like, yo, there was so much, and it was a lot of it was an info dump. It was just so much.
Oh, and that's why I was saying, like, oh, let me make sure I remember this. Make sure I remember this. Oh,
Bro,
how's that going to relate to the next part? Like, yo, I was
would
absorbing
sit and call the codec and just talk to the people for hours.
Yeah,
like, and just learn all that lore, get all of that info.
See if they said anything new.
So I could have a deeper understanding of just, like stuff. Like, yo, Metal Gear changed my life. Facts, like big facts.
Hideo Kojima changed my life.
I talked to everybody except for one character.
Like I would talk to them to the point where I heard that voice line. Nope, I heard that voice line. Nope, I heard that voice line. Nope, I heard that voice line.
Yeah, like I said, you want to hear if you hear something new.
Yeah.
You remember that time we told you when you were in that tunnel? We was like, keep pressing the codec, keep pressing the codec. Like we would keep doing that until we just heard the same thing.
Because like with some games, I don't care for lore, but some I'm like, give me all of it.
DK said, for me, it was Star Wars. As a kid, all I wanted was the shiny sword fights.
Yeah,
no clue about the actual story.
Star Wars was like Star Wars or Star Trek when I was younger was like over my head. Like that was over my head. Like that, like I had to rewatch 4, 5, and 6 as an adult, like in my early 20s, because when I watched them as a kid, I just didn't know what was going on. I just like, I'm rooting for the hero. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't care. They were in space.
If you know the plot of Kingdom Hearts by memory, you're a serial killer. I don't think anybody can just say the plot of Kingdom Hearts. Like, what is going on in Kingdom Hearts? Like, does anybody know?
That's what Taekwon said earlier. We can all agree that no age group knows the plot of Kingdom Hearts.
Bro, you can't tell me you know. It's impossible to know. Nobody knows.
Alex Savvy, this one's going to touch Reese. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door made me talk to everyone. I wanted to find everything in that game.
Oh, actually,
was fire.
You can get stuck if you do not talk to everyone. I replayed that game, I want to say like half a year ago or so. Like, let me just get like the first couple stars of stuff. I got stuck. There was a specific person I had to talk to, and I didn't.
Dude, Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger will force you to talk to everybody because they don't, and you have to, and you're traveling across like dimensions or times or whatever it is. So it's like, it's probably not even in that dimension you have to be in, or you don't have to be in that time zone or whatever. So you have to talk to everybody.
Have you played? You haven't played any of the Paper Marios, huh?
No, I watched KJ play. What's the one for GameCube? I think it was. I don't know.
He played 64.
The 64 one? Yeah. 64 I don't like it. Wasn't for me.
1000 Year, they all play differently, which is it's cool.
The first two are the closest in relation, and then it goes nuts after that. Yeah. That last one, Origami King. Oh man.
I played more, believe it or not. I got I remember I was fighting the first big boss. I'm in the next area now. I'm in the next area when you first get the bomb dude. That's where I'm at.
That game.
You get a bomb on your team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But
like they take turns.
That game gets hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
wait.
An active puzzle. Like it's an active puzzle fighter. It's cool.
Yeah, you're talking about the Switch one, right? The one that just came out?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And they're like on a dial or something like that. I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. The fight is on dials. Yep. It's so sick.
Yeah.
It still has the timing for your moves. Like it's good. It's fun. It's fun. It tests your brain. It tests your brain power.
We was literally just talking about this yesterday actually. D-Cave says, I need that Dead Space mechanic where it literally tells you where to go. The key is that you should be able to turn off that feature if you want, which is true. And we was literally talking about this yesterday where like I was asking, how do y'all feel? Like, where do you draw the line between hand holding and what was the other thing? Hand holding,
quality of life,
and quality of life.
Quality of life. Yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of that, especially like I feel like anything and getting to that space, PC's been there for a long time. Consoles are on their way of anything on your screen, any HUD element, map icon, anything should be able to be toggled.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Any HUD element, any whatever should be able to be toggled.
You know what I say? More options.
Yo, like Nier Automata does it. One of the best. You can literally unplug HUD elements. You can literally just take them off. Yeah. Like
you have to earn them, but
your HUD elements are chips. You have to put them on your character.
You got to equip them.
They cost
that's pretty cool.
You can take them off. So
you
like,
got to buy them.
Take off damage numbers. Take off damage numbers to put because you need space for HP up. Live your best life.
Oh wow, that's actually cool. I like that a lot.
You got to buy them. They take up space on that. Yo, Nier Automata, if you have not played that game, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Mario and
Rabbids.
Needs more love. Yes.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
I'm a fan of that game. I'm a fan of that. I might skip 1 and just play 2 unless the stories are directly connected.
Yeah, I'm going to figure that part out.
And I'll play both. But if they're not, I'm just going to start with 2.
I have no idea what Rabbids looks like, but it's a tactical RPG, right?
Yeah, it's a tactics RPG. The first one is on the grid. It's a grid. And like they can jump on each other's heads. Yeah, like they can throw each other up. It's cool, like for elevation stuff. It's dope. The newer one is more like XCOM.
Wasteland. Yep.
It's got a circle and you can move freely based on your
AP that you can move to,
and you can use cover system. Yo,
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Yo, you know what? Though? I think, I played a game like that a while ago. It was Ark the Lad. I think Twilight of the Spirits, I think it's called, or something like that, where it kind of had that similar type of movement where you move like it's kind of like a slice of pie, like a slice of pizza or something like that. You had a triangular movement system, and I don't mind those. I mean, they're still tactics games.
Oh yeah, this whole modern strategy tactics, whatever. Like, I'm all about it. I'm so into it. Like, it's just another dimension that you don't get in the style tactics games. Like, obviously that's where it comes from. So I always love those things. But these newer, like your Wasteland 3, I haven't played a tactics game that good in a minute. Like, that game stole me from Felseal. Stole me from it. I was like, man, miss me. This game is too good. It's too cool. It's too.
You know what stole me from Felseal?
Too much cool math. It's dope. Wow, what's that?
It was too damn hard. Felseal was OP.
Yeah, I didn't play on that difficulty. Even the dev himself was like, no one's supposed to play on that difficulty.
Like, that difficult?
No, he said that right here, live, like with us.
Yeah,
like, don't play
when
that.
We interviewed him.
Live. We interviewed the main dev. He was like, that's just there, just to be there. Like, no one plays that.
Dude, I knew it was over when I got into a fight, like, because I had died. They did me. And so I loaded the game, got into a fight, and I didn't get a turn. They moved until all my characters were dead, and then I got GG'd without getting a turn.
I love it.
I was like, oh no, this is crazy.
Taekwon, I just looked at this game. It has pretty mid reviews. Also, I never knew that Sonic had an RPG.
Sonic has an RPG? Called what?
The DS Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood.
I missed the DS. Yo, you know what else had an RPG? Spyro. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yes,
it was on the DS. Yeah, it was on the DS.
Yo, the DS was probably my greatest console.
The DS, I swear, the DS was able to help carry JRPGs. Like,
oh, fam.
Oh, like, like right into the Switch. Like, we're right into the Switch.
into the Switch.
Like, where are you playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 at?
On the Switch.
Where we play BD2 at? Like,
on the Switch. Yeah.
They literally was like,
the
kept it afloat.
Oh, man. And then the mod scene, but that's just me and like select gamers. But like just the selection of games itself was
but that's what I'm saying about like JRPGs. They are like at this point they're for handheld consoles. Like they're perfect for handheld consoles. I prefer them on handheld consoles, to be honest with you. Like I just feel like they're perfect for there. And I'm curious because we did get Yakuza Like a Dragon, right?
Yep. And now that is a big game. Like you need
that's a AAA JRPG. Like, are we gonna get any more AAA JRPGs like that?
Well, they're doing another one, so yeah. Especially the way the first one ended. Yo, we need another one, fam.
They did say that moving forward they're gonna be doing JRPGs from now on. Like,
but now look, right? You have Mount Everest to climb. So you
what to try and match that game?
Yeah.
Oh, the first
they
Yakuza?
got a formula.
I was gonna say that.
No, you have a formula. You figure something out.
But they might have to add something.
Don't wring it dry.
You know
I was gonna say, don't wring it dry, like repeating it over and over. But then don't.
Wait.
Yep. Go ahead before you forget.
No, go ahead.
And I was gonna say, don't flood the sponge either, because if you add all this other crap in it, you're gonna dilute what made it great in the first place. It's a hard balance to do.
Yeah. Or they could also pull a Final Fantasy and just make every game different, or they don't have to. They we'll see what they do, because I mean, some games do it right. Some games, when they go to part 2, it's just part 1, better graphics, quality of life updates, and things like that. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Other games go to Legaia 2. But
other times they do some stuff.
Mechanical Queen says something perfect.
Radiant Historia.
Mechanical Queen, I want to thank you for this segue, because you said I want to see Radiant Historia get something on the Switch. And Phil Spencer also says that he thinks that emulation should carry over to every console. Every console.
Yeah, Phil Spencer wants legal emulation to across the board for everyone to be able to play any game from the past. Because
and I would love
in that same week, or in that same breath, Microsoft announced that their latest Game Pass update, or their latest update, let me not say Game Pass, their latest update added 76 more titles to the OG in the 360 era. And allegedly, this is their last update.
That's it.
They said this before, but then they added 76 more. Now they're saying, due to licensing and whatever red tape, this is the cap. Like, we tried. This is all we can do. And that's
what sucks, dude.
There's a lot left on the
table. It's unfortunate.
Because like games that came out way back when, some of those companies like defunct, some of them like got bought off, sold off, like them licenses. That's what's the business side is what's getting us. This is why we can't get the old games. Like, remember we talked about
it's been the business side more often than not. Like every time this conversation has ever come up.
Yeah. Remember we talked about Marvel versus Capcom 2 and how come the issues with trying to bring them back with like licensing, like because all the characters and stuff like that.
This stuff is hard to do. Like,
it
was hard to put it together initially. Now we're some years later, and it's like, all right, now we got to try and get a hold of these people. It's like, it's a lot of hurdles to jump over to get these games out of limbo.
Yeah. Phil Spencer says, my hope is an industry we'd work on legal emulation that allowed modern hardware to run any, within reason, older executable, allowing someone to play any game. So you can just run an emulator legally and buy legal ROMs, I suppose. I guess it would be like buying an app like in the iPhone store or something like that, right? Just like just buy a legal ROM. Yeah, buy a ROM legally and be able to play. I would love that. Beyond anything, I would absolutely love that.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo's doing their emulation thing.
Yeah, they are. They are. Wait, dude, does Nintendo I never even thought about that. Does Nintendo like they're all
I said they have 4 emulators on their Switch right now.
And no, but they don't own everything, do they? Like there's a whole Sega Saturn on there. They don't own that stuff, do they?
Well, they don't own the Sega stuff, but they obviously jumped through the legal stuff with Sega to allow them to put it on there.
Yeah.
Like they have Sega Genesis on Nintendo Switch. Tells you everything you need to know. Like, and like it's Phil Spencer's hope, but it's happening. Right? We're seeing Nintendo do it. Like
Nintendo doing it. I didn't even think about that.
Whatever you want to say about Nintendo's practices or whatever, they do tend to trailblaze. They do a lot of stuff commercially first. Analog sticks and all that stuff. Like, they do a lot of stuff.
We got analog sticks.
We got Rumble features, expansion pack. Like, remember, like they was doing all of that. So we're seeing some emulation. I would love to see just 100% legal cross-platform emulation across the board, but it took us this long to get cross-platform on Fortnite. So,
oh man,
let's see how long it takes for everyone to get on board with emulation.
Who was against that though?
Legal.
I think it was PlayStation that was against that.
Sony was against that.
That dragged their feet the longest.
They was like, oh, if you got a file on Nintendo, it's got to stay on Nintendo. You can't bring it over here or something. Yeah. Crazy.
And PlayStation is the best place to play, so you don't have to play with anyone else. Well, it's like that's fine. Yeah, play on my PlayStation, but I would like to play against one of my friends who doesn't have one.
So lame. They're so lame sometimes. But that would be dope. That would be dope. Also, I found out while looking into that whole Microsoft thing that the entire Max Payne series has now been added to the Xbox ecosystem. You saw that? So I'm like, oh, I kind of want.
Like, yeah, if you play, let me know when you play 3. Let me know when you get there. 1 and 2, I beat. Cool. 3 is the big, bro. Let me know when you get there.
How many games is it? Just 3 games?
3.
It's only 3. That's
1, 2, 3.
That's pretty short. That's pretty
perfect.
Short.
That's all you need.
And how long does it take to beat the games?
I would say 5 to 20 a piece. Can't be more than 20. Can't be more than 20.
How long to beat Max Payne? Oh, my keyboard is off. I wasn't typing anything. How long to beat Max Payne 1? There he goes.
8 hours for Max Payne 1. Max Payne 2, 6.
Yikes. Fam, you could beat all 3 games in a day.
You could literally beat all 3
first
games.
One is 8 hours?
8, yeah, 8.
Wow, 8 hours.
So 8 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours.
3 hours?
I mean 10, I'm sorry. 3 is 10 hours.
And the second one is 6 hours?
Yeah, that's the
wow.
That's the shortest main story. I mean,
wow.
It's difficulty, people dying will add or subtract time, but
yeah, that's still very doable. Very doable.
It's doable. You could be each game and theoretically in a day.
If you just sit down and just play. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I do want to play those games, man. I do indeed.
So I just got remembered something looking at this. I got remembered something looking at this new backwards compatible list. If you take a look at the V section near the end there, I wasn't aware of the existence of said game on here. And I don't know whether or not I want to play it.
Wait, which game is this?
Mechanical Queen got it.
Oh, Vandal Hearts?
I completely forgot that there was another Vandal Hearts game that was made for PS3 360.
Wait. Because
you know me, I was all about Vandal Hearts too. And that's
Vandal Hearts Flame of Judgment. Wait a second.
I completely.
That's an Xbox game?
PS3 360.
I need to Flames of Judgment.
I'm trying to look it up to see if I remember what it looks like because I don't remember.
Dude, it looks like a 3D version of Vandal Hearts. Like it's still dark. What's the? It's still got the dark tones, the dark palette.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Vandal Hearts was dark. Hold on, see,
it looks like
I'm about to look this up. Hold on.
I can't believe I've never heard of this. I did not know this existed. One thing that I need to know.
Lego Lord of the Rings though. Now, I'm saying that's that heat.
That Lego Lord of the Rings.
Y'all ain't ready. Never mind.
Oh man, all I need to know is when a character dies, do they scream bloody murder?
Do they scream bloody murder and is a fountain of blood emanating from their being?
Yes.
Some blood on that regular hit with that bow.
Yeah, let me see this.
Are we all having this revelation together? Yes, nobody knew this existed.
I've never seen this game.
I've never seen this game, and
it literally just came out.
It don't look all that.
Oh,
there it is.
Fountain of blood. Holy crap.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Let me go back. It looked bad, but it was there.
But it was there.
Oh, look, here you go, kid. Oh, and
here it is right here.
Yeah.
Your face is so bad. Why did they make it so light? It was like a spray.
Yeah, it was like
it's been hard. Now it just looks like pebbles.
Like before, it was like it literally like gushing blood. It was dark.
A red light with little red pellets.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically the same game, except you
need to get this. You got to get this.
Well, I mean, there is a PS3 emulator.
Bruh.
Actually, on 360.
That Forest Wolf just went through it.
Yeah. Yeah. The overworld, you select everything. This looks significantly better than the rest of it, but oh man, this is
Look at this. Mechanical Queen said this is much cuter than I would have expected.
Right.
Yeah, look at all that blood.
You know what the graphics look like? It looks like Fable.
360. Isn't that?
Yeah, the graphics remind me of Fable.
Oh man, this messed me up. I'm gonna have to look into this later now.
Yeah, very, very interesting. It's crazy because I had no idea that existed. I was not expecting to even see it on the Xbox of all places.
And luckily, this is one of the last games that got touched with the
Yeah, they're putting this on
being backwards compatibility. Wow, backwards compatibility.
No, that 50 cent is over there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm definitely looking into this game afterward.
Warner Brothers. Wait, this is the Warner Brothers game.
Yeah, no, it's not on the screen yet.
Oh,
but yeah, this was the But Phil Spencer wants emulation, but someone at Xbox is hating. Or are they? Can they really actually emulate the rest of the games that they're not able to? Find out next time.
Right. This is a hope of his, like, because I'm thinking that Microsoft is making the admission of like, we've done all we can. Like, we can't do anymore right now. Like our hands are tied. So we just hope that the technology and all the businesses involved let everyone, like, we've done what we can. Everyone's got to come together on this. Like we can't do it by ourselves.
Dude, it sucks when you want to do something, you can't just because of red tape. Like you're literally just tied behind red tape. It's like
it sucks.
You can and you can't because everyone is doing it already. Like the SNES Classic, that's an emulator. That is SNES's emulator. It's called Canoe. It is an application called Canoe. It is an emulator running actual ROM files. The ROM files that we've been utilizing this whole time, you can literally put them on that thing, the thing that Nintendo sells, and they will work.
But dude, check this out. The THPS 1-2.
Yeah.
The remakes that just came out, they have almost every song, but they couldn't get every song because of licensing, because they couldn't get the
proper the red tape's in the way.
The red tape, yeah, they couldn't get permission. That's what I was looking for, to use those songs again.
So are you saying that in this case, THPS 1 for PS1/64 would not be able to get emulated because they wouldn't be able to get rights for the song that is actually in that game?
Well, they opted for not. Oh, you say, the original THPS?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, no.
We want to re-emulate this. Like, PS Now 3.0. Play THPS 1 here. Can't.
They probably wouldn't be able to play, to be able to do it because they don't have permission to use those songs. That's why when they remade the game, they omitted those songs and gave us some other songs because they had
to fill the roster. They added some newer songs or some different songs to fill the space.
Yeah.
There's sometimes like you go ask somebody from whoever or you can't ask them. Like maybe you can't ask them, unfortunately, and it's and the estate belongs to the family, and they're like, we don't got no time for that. Never know. You never know what type of roadblocks you're gonna get into when you're trying to dig up old art that has copyrights and trademarks and all this stuff. Like you can't just sell it or give it away. You can't just do that. Like that's people's livelihood. That you just can't.
And it sucks when the company is just gone. Just all types of gone, gone. Like technically the company that made Shadow Hearts is gone, but what's the name of it? Not Capcom. Is it Capcom?
SNK.
SNK published it. So I think maybe they got there. Maybe they can do something about it.
Right.
I think they can do something about it, but the company, who I don't know the company's name, they're the ones that developed the game.
They don't even exist. They're gone.
Yeah. Oh, they only, as a matter of fact, they only did Kudelka in the Shadow Hearts games, and then they became, and they're gone.
They moved into some other space. Like they got started something else, and that was it. It's gone.
So yeah, they would have to get a completely new company to, if a new Shadow Hearts was to come out, or like to try and remake. Could they even remake Kudelka? Like, could they bring it back? Bro, they published it.
Need that source code.
Yo, Microsoft can't get Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh yeah.
They couldn't get some of their big games that people are. I mean, you're not gonna make everyone happy, but there are definitely some notable big games that are missing, and like Microsoft can't get them.
Jet Set Radio.
Like think of it. Microsoft they just bought ZeniMax for like 10B, bro. Like they can't get it done. So like it's tough. It's
red tape sometimes tough. It'd be the solemn judgment, like no. Red
that's
tape.
Why that's like, the wackest card in the whole game.
Yo, it's like, can I do this? Nah, man, me can't do that for you. Like,
yeah, man.
So it's tough because, like, of course, like we want to. I am with him, 1,000% that we want 100% legal emulation across all of it. Like, just let me load up whatever old game I want. But y'all got to come together and fix it.
Right. And this is why they piracy,
dude. Like, dude, the amount of money, like this is the name of the game here. This is the name of the game. Like money. Businesses want to make money. The amount of money that for instance, right? People are buying the crap out of the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy games. And they're charging like $14 for one of them. Something like that. They're charging like good amount of money.
Out the wazoo.
Yeah, so if you bring back ROMs of old games, if you brought back a Legend of Dragoon ROM, which has a bunch of signatures on petitions, for like $10, bro, if you could sell out of an online download, that game would sell out. Hey, like
it would sell out.
They could make money from making
money from emulation ROMs. They gotta figure it out. They gotta the business has to form now. Like we're in the space. We're in like cloud gaming is real. Like Game Pass and PlayStation Now have downloads now. Like all this stuff, I think is coming. I don't know how soon, but it's definitely possible. And there's money to be made, so they're gonna figure it out. How long?
A lot of money. Yeah.
But again, Nintendo's already doing legal emulation of their own stuff. So
right.
And they have Sega, which is not theirs. So
right, which I'm so curious how they got that.
I mean, Sega likes working with Nintendo.
That's true.
That
is true.
You can't be rivals forever.
The Olympic Games is
that Mario and Sonic.
Mm-hmm. I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think they're really rivals because Sonic has become like part of Nintendo for a long bit now. Yeah.
It's been like in the ecosystem for a while.
Yo, there was actually a Sonic game that I was really interested in when they announced that Mario Rabbids game. They announced that new was it Sonic Colors or something like that?
Yeah.
Something or rather. That game looked really good.
But it wasn't Omens.
Did you play that?
But it wasn't Omens.
The Ultimate or whatever that game was?
Sonic Ultimate?
Sonic Ultimate, the remake or whatever.
Never heard of it.
No, it was a part of the same Sonic event thing. It was a part of the same thing.
Was it?
It was like
yeah,
and it was like their 3D version. It was like their Mario 64 version, and they brought it up to the modern era.
Ah.
And, it's on IGN's Games of the Year. It's like supposed to be.
Oh wow!
Like, it's supposed to be money.
So okay, so peep this. Harrix and somebody else asked about Arcane. I've only watched one like literally I was watching an episode of Arcane right before we went live, and it reminds me of like a Disney movie. Not because of its graphics. The graphics I thought it was going to be an anime. I thought it was an anime, but it's not. It's like a 3D, a CGI, whatever. It's a CGI graphically designed media, but and
it's like, animated.
It's CGI animated. But it reminds me of like a Disney movie type, like, or that movie I said I wanted to watch with the dragon, Raya. That's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of
Raya the Last Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's seeming like it's gonna follow these two kids, they're brother and sister, or I'm sorry, two sisters, and it's gonna show them kind of coming up, like showing their strength, or like, it's like the story of it reminds me of something that's gonna be like that, like something like the characters like trying to come up, trying to show their worth. And I don't know, it seems pretty good so far. The very first episode, I think it was like 45 minutes long. I thought it was going to be 30-minute episodes. It was like 45 minutes long.
They're like hours. They're like people have been screaming about this thing. Emerald has been trying to watch it since the first episode.
It's pretty good.
It's day one. It's getting 9s and 10s across all these places. I'm gonna start it tonight. I'm gonna check it out. I'm seeing 10s, Harrix. Playing Ruined King. It's not like it has the the whimsical, fantastical feel of an older JRPG, but it's just cutthroat. Like, it's very cutthroat. Like, there's murder,
it's very adult.
Famine, it's very adulty. So I'm very curious to see how this Arcane is. Like, is that adulty theme? Does that carry out throughout the League of Legends universe? Is it just specific to that game? So I'm very curious to see what the show is about. I'm very interested in it. So I'm going to start watching it tonight.
Yeah. At least in the first episode, it doesn't seem to be like that. I mean, somebody pulls out a weapon, but like, it doesn't seem that cutthroat. I mean, this is just the first episode, but at this, like, I'm enjoying it. I'm not, I hope I don't sound like I'm not liking it. I'm just saying it seems kind of like a Disney, like a Pixar movie to me right now, but I'm only one episode in. So we'll see how far it goes. But like, I want to see the Raya movie.
Love, Death, and Robots?
Yeah, I did watch that. I watched the first. How many seasons is it? I think I just watched the first season.
It's 2 now. I haven't finished the second one.
Yeah, I watched the first season.
That's animation at its finest, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that show was wild.
Too much stuff to be watching.
Oh, Reese, you would lose your mind over that.
Love, Death, and Robots. Each one is different. Like each episode, I guess it's like Black Mirror.
Yeah. It's episodic like that, like completely separate, like completely different worlds. Each thing is animated by a different. And in the first season, one of the episodes won best animation of the year of the decade.
Which one?
Yeah, the one where, to not spoil it, the lady noticed.
Yep.
Murder across the way.
Yep. When you said the lady noticed, I knew what you're talking about. That was crazy. Bro. That was crazy.
Name your anime and name your game and name your CGI movie show. That thing's better than it.
That
1 hour.
That was crazy.
Don't these are real? Like short little stints.
They're short little. They're little shorts or whatever.
This out in a day, actually.
Those look like real people.
You there? Oh, well, I'll be.
They outdid themselves with those.
I'm watching that. That's on the watch list.
Harrick said, when y'all plan an Arcane TTV, let me know directly. I'll be here for the whole discussion. We need to talk about Arcane.
Bet. We can have a season finale conversation. So we gotta let this. people know. Spoiler alert for coming in here. We talking about it. Wear your earmuffs or leave, bro. It's getting crazy.
There's a spoilers channel in the Discord. Thank you very much. I would request that you resign to that area. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Like too many people that I know or opinions that I respect are like, yo, you need to see this. And I'm like,
all right, fine. I'll watch it.
I bet.
Last item on our dock, because you know how we like to run close to time. MultiVersus. Everybody wants to be Smash, but nobody wants to be Smash because it takes a lot of effort to be Smash. And I read this really interesting article that I'll tell you about after Key tells us what he's talking about.
I just have a question.
Might have an answer.
These are called platform fighters. Are there a lot, or are they making a break in now? Like, because I feel like for the longest it was just Super Smash Brothers, and then there was that one with the animal. Well, I only remember one character was an animal. The one y'all played a lot.
Brawlhalla. So we have Smash Bros. We had the PlayStation All Stars. We had Brawlhalla. There's been a couple of. I mean, it happened. We had a couple of the little indie ones behind the scenes because Smash Brothers don't care. Well, Nintendo doesn't care about their community, so they had to make Smash Brothers clones for people to play, and they ended up doing well. Like some of them made it to Evo. Like it's definitely a genre.
Slap City. That's the one I know about.
Yeah. Like there's a space, but this space is ruled by Smash Brothers. There's no question.
So like I was saying, that article, and the article is actually based off the question that you asked.
Oh, that's the Nickelodeon game too. My bad.
Nickelodeon that's where I was going, but
it was basically based off that question, like where are all these games coming from, and y'all aren't Smash. Like Smash did this back in '64, so
they did.
There was the genre definition right there. We liked it. They ran with it generationally because they only released one per generation.
Yep.
So when you say Smash, it has the lore, it has the age, the cloud, all that other stuff. Like
that was the very first throwback of the week of this show.
The very first throwback was Melee. So now when have, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, that's just like saying, Fortnite, but we have H1Z1. You know what I'm saying? And now Fortnite, the H1Z1 don't even exist no more. That's gone. It was replaced by PUBG, but Fortnite is the major one.
Fortnite, we got all of these.
Call of Duty, Blackout. Now we have
Apex Legends. I mean, Apex is destroying it right now. Like,
Apex,
everyone is playing Apex. Like that stuff. Like so,
all true. Every single one. How far has this PlayStation even supporting their fighter anymore? When was the last time we heard they're going to add a new fighter to it or anything like that? This
is the interesting thing about this game, this MultiVersus by Warner Brothers, is they're coming into it from a co-op standpoint.
Yeah.
All these other Smash games, the Smash clones, Smash itself, are your fighter can only do whatever damage or interact with enemy. That's it. This game, there's like abilities for your teammates. Like you can create a tunnel for your teammate to go through. Like they're emphasizing, like, all right, they get it. Smash runs this space. So we have to come in this space from a different angle. Everyone's trying to replicate it as opposed to try something different. Like all those shooters we just named all do something different. Like Fortnite has the building aspect. Apex Legend has the ability aspect. Like PUBG is the loose shooter where you can pick up items and go and you build. Like they're all different, even though they're in the same vein. This is, I think, is the first platform arena fighter, whatever you want to call it, that's different, like drastically different, to give itself a chance. Because the other ones is like, I'd rather just play Smash.
Smash always wins out.
Smash.
Also, they let you know that they're not afraid to go into their character archive. I feel like PlayStation was very safe. I mean, all they had was PlayStation, right? Warner Brothers, this Game of Thrones character. There's Batman.
Arya Stark versus Bugs Bunny. What?
Come on, bro.
It makes no sense how their characters. There's no I don't even know what I want to method. There's no plan. They just picked characters from across the universes and just threw them in the game. You have Bugs Bunny, Arya Stark.
Did it.
Yo, and
I'm so impressed by them not playing enough.
They are essentially, throughout this video that I'm actually playing right now, they I saw some articles kind of allude to this, like, oh, are they calling out their competition in this space because of how they feel their formula will actually change this space? Like, one thing you mentioned it first, like the teammate aspect of this thing. This is a very 2v2 centric type style game. Yes, there is solo for those that prefer to play by themselves, but it's not based off it's not based on the initial formula that's already here. Yes.
Yeah.
They're very Tony, the lead CEO and co-founder of the studio that is developing this game, like to point out the social aspect of the game also. Like, yes, in Smash and others, you can link up with your friends and beat each other half to death on the stage. But they have this concept of guilds where you and your guild bang out with other guilds.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
They're filling the spaces that Nintendo isn't. Right? They're like, all right, we want a sense of community. Like we want tournaments out the gate. Like we want esports. Like, we want that. We want that. Like they're trying to grow it right away. It's free to play.
Quick, fast. Yeah. Quick. Yep. Free to play. Cross play. Cross progression. Leaderboards. Net code.
Their fans something from like the internet lore, from Reddit lore.
Oh, yeah. I saw when you pointed it. So yeah,
people have wanted this Ultra Instinct Shaggy for years now. Ever since they saw that video, and then they've been pulling up reasons. Like they wanted him in Mortal Kombat. Mods from everywhere, and they're like, "We got you,"
because they wasn't getting Goku in Smash Brothers, which is what they was inquiring. But Sakura was like, "No, we only want video game characters in Smash." Makes sense. Fine, but they're getting their wish now.
I mean, Goku's a video game.
Shaggy has been.
This game goes off because you can buy skins. You gotta get some skins.
Yo, you know they're gonna have the Batman Beyond. It's gonna be
the Batman Beyond skin is gonna go.
And there's Batman Beyond.
Yo, I'm so stoked for this game, yo. I am so stoked. I am very, 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 very pumped. Brawlhalla sometimes. We always throw on Smash here and there. I love fighting games. Period. Point blank. All the different kinds, and these platform ones are too fun. So I'm very, very, very
My
excited.
screen's a little washed out, so I apologize for that. I'm just looking at the roster right now. So this appears to be everyone that we're gonna get so far. So yeah, again, Super Saiyan / Ultra Instinct Shaggy, whatever you want to call them. Wonder Woman. I don't know a lot of the characters' names. I don't really watch TV all much like that. You got Superman, Steven Universe, Garnet, I think her name is.
You know who Bugs Bunny is.
Bugs Bunny. Harley Quinn.
Tom and Jerry's a character. How sick is that? Like how Smash is that? Like how Banjo and Kazooie is that? You know what I mean? Like how
Arya
Duck Hunt is that?
Like, and look, we have classes like Mage. You see a little fireball next to his name. Assassin. I don't know.
Probably gonna be an Arya or Bugs Bunny main.
Whichever one. I don't know which one Wonder Woman's is, but yeah, you see that. Horizontal. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume that's like their fighting style, horizontal, vertical, whatever.
Like,
and the world that they come from.
Just that alone is telling you, like, all right, there's strats. Like, there's strats beyond knowing the fighting strats.
Stash.
Like, you can come up with teams that do crazy stuff together.
This game is going to be free to play and it's going to be for all consoles and PC.
All of them. So want cross everywhere.
Cross play.
Yeah,
cross
play.
prog.
Right.
Yep. Oh yes, that's huge. That's huge too. Cross progression as well. So you can be playing on your Xbox and then you load up your same file on your PlayStation and you're like, yo, I'm on my PC. I'm gonna load up my file on PC. Like cross progression. They're doing good. They're doing really good.
Really quick before I switch off this frame. Which of these two fighters is more deadly? Bugs Bunny or friggin' Batman? You'll never know. Have you seen the shenanigans that Bugs Bunny has put his opponents throughout the years?
I would say Bugs Bunny's more deadly.
Pretty deadly.
He'll leave a bomb in your
in
your hat, bro.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny don't care. He'll drop TNT. He'll drop TNT on you in a heartbeat.
The Acme TNT, it's a wrap for you.
Yeah.
Or like he'll like persuade you to like point your double barrel shotgun at your own foot. Like how, bro?
Also, my man Bruce is looking a little on the slimmer side, but you know that's just me. My man's is
Bugs.
Bugs is cold-blooded.
Yeah, He's cool. He's
Bugs
cool. I love
Bunny,
Bugs.
Taekwon. Bugs Bunny commits domestic terrorism on the daily. This is right.
Chill out.
Um,
Listen, he just got a lot of wit and charisma. That's all.
My man has infinite wit and
charisma. A lot of wit
charisma.
and charisma. Yeah.
But yeah, this is 2022. You can go on the website, sign up for the beta if you want. Whatever they're calling it.
This is 2020 install. Whenever this come out,
22x install. Yes.
My man said 2020 install. Though.
Bro. You know how much time I put in the Brawlhalla? I'll put in double, triple time on this game.
Yeah, we put a fair amount of time in the Brawlhalla, actually.
I was actually watching a Brawlhalla streamer like a month or two ago, just going to work, just casually going to work in ranked. And I was just like,
bro, I only play ranked.
Huh?
I only play ranked. I load up and go right to rank like a savage.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But they was like casually in ranked. Like they're just talking to chat, whatever, and just whooping it out in ranked. And I'm just like, wow. Like, how are you? Like, how?
Is solidified. Like, people love that game. Love it.
Yeah. It was pretty
different
cool,
rules
man.
from Smash. It's cool.
Ooh.
And I feel like it's very legal and acceptable to have weapons. I don't know if you can turn them on, but there's like weapon or items, I guess.
Yeah. So So how it works is each character has 2 weapons that they're adept in. So like
Brawlhalla.
Every character has, let's say, spear and gun, or sword and spear,
or yeah.
And like that's how they get equipped. Like that's the only way. Like that's it. So that is always on, but everything else is off.
Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So you start off the fight with like just your hands. Everyone has the same combos. Everyone has the same combos.
And then weapons drop every now and then.
Now your character can be your character now. He has a skill set for that and a skill set for that. Yep. And everyone's is different. Oh, it's heat.
And every weapon you pick up, it swaps between the 2 that character is proficient in.
Yeah. So there's strat. Like the one you're proficient in, you pick that up. You throw it in the air. You pick up the second one, throw it off the map, then grab the one. So when you pick up the next one, it's the one you're adept in. Don't play. That game's heat.
The game got strat.
It's got strat.
And with that being said, I guess it is everybody's favorite segment. It is time for B's throwback of the week.
I had to turn my speakers up to hear it.
I'm glad somebody heard it.
No,
Y'all
didn't hear it?
I'm glad the world was able to partake in the theme song.
Did you hear it?
Throwback. Yeah, I heard it. I was gigging.
Okay,
that's crazy. I have it up too. It's nutty.
I was.
You was turning up. You was
Rainbow Six Siege gigging, man. My dog gigging.
That's awesome. All right, so the throwback of the week, real quick. This game was developed by AKI Corporation. It was published by THQ. That's probably a huge giveaway there.
I'm just going in, assuming it's a fighting game.
Kind of.
A wrestling game.
Oh, Reese is on it.
What did he say?
He said a wrestling game. It was released for the Nintendo 64, November 17th, 2000. This game is 21 years old as per a couple days ago. WWF No Mercy.
That's what Quan just said.
Taekwon Mills with the victory.
Let's go,
Taekwon No Mercy. Man.
Know it.
No Mercy was
NWO Revenge. WWF No Mercy. I mean, WrestleMania. No Mercy was the last of the trilogy.
The trio of wrestling games of them.
Those were great. Those were great. Hold A.
And trio of wrestling games.
And to me, they all played wildly differently.
Heavy grab.
I wasn't good at any of them.
Bro. R for the counter. Yo, so someone throw a strike, you hit, bow, bounce off, smack it out the way, hit them back. Heavy grab, stop.
I wasn't good until I played more. Like I would be bad, and then but it's so fun. You just keep playing, you just get better.
It's hard.
You get better. And but then I wouldn't play. And the next time I come to play, I'm trash all over again. It's like everybody
I lost everything I learned.
and I have to learn on the spot again.
Love this game, man. Yo, and this one had the proper TLC match. Like you could set up the ladder, set up the table, climb up the ladder,
go right up to the ring,
throw a dude on the chair. Oh my goodness.
Yo, what's his name? King, the commentator. Is his name King or something? I think it's King.
Jerry the King Lawler.
He's got a chair. What is he doing?
He got a chair.
Oh, good. Oh, I love it. And then you see somebody get hit with a chair, and they bust open, so they do this right here, and they look at the camera,
and they fall back. Yo, it was the worst. The mocap back there was bad.
Oh, good.
Yo,
so good.
Like you saw your blood and fall back. Oh, I got you.
The blocky animation didn't matter, bro. It was
too good.
The gameplay mechanics were so solid. The reverse, like you could go on. High level players would just reverse each other. Like the matches would take quality 15, 20 minutes because dudes are reversing, throwing each other off. Like, it's epic. No Mercy is an epic.
They had the Johnny Bravo hands. They just had mittens. They had no fingers.
Yeah, these, bro.
They had mittens, just a palm and some thumbs.
They had the Resident Evil Johns from back in the day. Hey, take this cam. Like, dude.
Yo, palms and some thumbs.
It would be amazing to experience that game again on an emulator. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Would be nice.
Right. You know, just be nice. Relive the experience.
Nintendo.
This is online features.
You only got what 390 games. You only got 390 games,
right?
64 games. This is one of critically acclaimed, best-selling Nintendo 64 games.
Is it?
Yes, I found that out today. I thought it was like nobody plays wrestling games. This is wrestling in 2000.
This is perfect. I could get this on NSO. No, both of my sons have Switches. I have a Switch. The N64 had 4 slots, baby. Like, let's just load that up, and I will bring my nephew over to your spot. And we can serve the younger generation and let them know. And let them know how we used to do things. Yo, it's perfect.
Yeah, listen. Fighting games, I take no shorts. I'm picking my best character first. I'm not doing that. Let me pick the character I'm trash. Picking my best character, and I'm walking you.
Yo, Key, did I tell you what he did this weekend? Did I tell you what he did this weekend?
Huh?
Did I tell you what he did this weekend?
What did he do?
How we was all having fun in Demon Slayer. And he was like, yo, y'all trying to play some Street Fighter? And we're like,
wait, let me ask you a question. No, this will help me determine B's character. Did he ask if y'all wanted to play Street Fighter, or did somebody else bring it up?
Both.
What?
They kept talking about it. I was like, y'all want to play
about it? Yeah, because we were playing Demon Slayer. It was kind of falling off because everybody was getting whooped out by the same people over and over. And so that happened. And then over, not only just over one, over 2 games, he spanned 45 consecutive wins.
Yeah, we played Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 and then Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Bully behavior.
I thought he was going to be like, yo, y'all trying to play some Street Fighter? So he could be on his bully.
Entered that, everybody would have been like, I don't even know.
Yo, it's kind of late outside, man. I'm trying to go home.
You trying to go home?
Go home.
It was good. It was fun.
Oh, man.
But yeah, WWF No Mercy. Yo, put that on NSO. Let's get some games. Oh, I would love to play this again.
Is it out? Is Nintendo? Is it online? Is it out yet?
Nintendo Switch Online expansion? Yeah.
Stash Lavanda, y'all out here destroying our future gen gamers.
No, we just reinforcing his spine. That's all we're doing.
Reinforcing some things. You can't win everything.
You cannot win anything.
I used to serve my nephew in 2K. Now I don't even want to play him. I don't want to play against him no more.
If I didn't beat my son thousands of times in Tetris, he would not be beating me right now. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to play his son in Tetris. I played his son in Tetris before he beat him thousands of times in Tetris, and I didn't want to play him in Tetris then. Like, nah, he's too strong. He's OP. Reese's son is OP.
Reese's children, Reese's family is OP in Tetris, bro.
Yo, he just cubed them. What's the name of that game that y'all love back in the day?
Intelligent Cube.
He just intelligent cubed everybody into just being OP at Tetris. His whole family.
It's lit. It's so lit. Like, it's good to like. Some games are hard, man. Like sometimes you gotta play a hard game. Like I'll play an easy game, but sometimes you gotta play something hard. Fighting games is hard. Fighting games is hard.
I feel like if you like grow up on hard games, or if you just like play hard games as a youth, You know what I'm saying? It's just, it brings you into it. And now as an adult, I guess you play games however, but like if you start your core off with some real difficult games, it's just, it gives you good character.
It gives you that
builds
grit.
character.
It builds character.
Callous.
Put some calluses on your knees.
Like I always like try to refer to things and apply them to my real life. It's just the way my brain is wired. And games, they build character, man. You can transfer over your experiences and beating a tough game into your actual
lose
life.
all of your character lives. It's okay. They'll come back.
Hey, don't lose all your character lives in Hellblade. Delete your file, bro.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Though. It will delete your file.
No. You trying to set me up.
Permadeath. Like sometimes you gotta play a game with permadeath. You need consequences,
bro. Consequences.
Yeah. I mean, and listen. I was guilty. KJ came at me. I was playing a game. I was playing Fire Emblem game, and it was permadeath. But I was resetting every time a character died. I don't want to lose a character. It's mad hard. I was playing on the hardest difficulty, but resetting. So I was like, it's mad hard, but I don't want to lose a character. And I was like, I just had to reset. He's like, reset?
Bro, that's how I got broken in
Yikes.
Yeah, XCOM. That's how XCOM broke me.
Oh boy.
Like my strats weren't good enough for that game.
Scumming.
And bro, you lose 2 characters, and now you got to go back to the recruitment and get 2 level 1s
and start from jump.
Then you go back to that same fight. You didn't beat it with level 15, 20s. How you gonna beat it with some level 1s, bro?
You ain't about to.
So now it's tough. It's tough, but it builds character, man. It builds character, and it gets your strats better. Like now, like we all just said earlier, we're all better gamers and better strategists now because we went through it.
So really quick recap before everything. Ruined King, a couple of us played it. All 3 of us like it, I believe. Key?
Yeah.
All right.
That's being beat.
Okay. That game. Okay. So Ruined King is being beat.
I'm all in.
Ruined King's being beat. MultiVersus is being bought, even though it's a free to play. It's being installed. And Free Spencer agrees with at least us 3. Yo, emulate some of these games so we can actually experience them. Preserve video game history, because like we were just saying, you'll play some hard ass games to get some video game grit, so you aren't wearing the shirt that Key's wearing right now and saying casual games ruin video games.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying.
Listen, I love the casuals because y'all keep spending money and growing the space, and games are crazy big right now. But
games are in fact crazy big.
Crazy easier right now.
Play a couple hard ones, man.
SMT5.
A couple few.
Just slide the slider to super hard, please.
Matter of fact, if you want to build some real character, play Oblivion and just slide the slider all the way to max and build some character.
Yeah.
That's gonna make you be like, oh, them Trigger Talk dudes was lying. It's just too much. I'm moving the stocks. I'm only doing stock from now on.
And with that being said, this has been another episode of Trigger Talk TV.
Trigger Talk TV.
Trigger Talk TV.